Republican lawmakers are looking forward to tomorrow as the House will hear the abortion rights bill the Senate passed early this morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Spain. Governor Parson's office is confident tomorrow will be the day for what he calls the strongest pro-life bill yet. We have team coverage tonight. KOMU8's Savannah Rudisell will tell us about how some pregnancy centers would benefit from the bill. But first, KOMU8's Kara Strickland is live at the Capitol with what people around the state capitol were saying about the bill.
The House went into recess at about 7, but when lawmakers return tomorrow morning, Republican lawmakers believe the bill that restricts abortions after 8 weeks will take its final steps before making its way to the governor's desk.
It's just a monumental bill for the state of Missouri and for the health and the safety of women. There are a lot of protections in there for women, and especially for the unborn.
The Missouri Senate passed an abortion bill early Thursday. The bill would make an abortion after 8 weeks a Class B felony. Columbia Representative Martha Stevens says the bill is a bit extreme.
It's essentially a ban on safe legal abortion. I think it's dangerous, it's unconstitutional, and I think the real goal by Republicans is to try to use this to overturn Roe v. Wade and outlaw abortion.
And if overturning Roe v. Wade is in the future, Republicans say they are confident the bill will survive.
I felt like we walked away last night with a strong pro-life package that, if it's challenged, is going to stand its day in court if that does happen.
Opponents say the bill has them thinking of their own family.
I have 2 daughters myself. I don't want them growing up in a state where the government is getting involved in the healthcare decisions that they need to make for themselves and their families.
Supporters believe if the bill goes through, Missouri could land on the national stage.
This has just been a long time coming.
Once signed, the bill would go into an immediate emergency effect, meaning it would start before any other state. Live at the Capitol, Kara Strickland, KOMU8 News.
All right, thanks, Kara. Another section of this high-profile bill encourages people to donate to pregnancy resource centers. KOMU8 Savannah Rudisell joins us now in the studio with that new incentive.
Inside the bill is more than the ban. A provision would increase tax credits for pregnancy resource centers up to 70%. One local center says this could be the difference between a surplus and a shortage. Clothes and diapers are piled high at the Pregnancy Help Center in Jefferson City.
Everything is through donations.
Director Leslie Kearns keeps the place stocked with supplies and resources for pregnant women.
Well, the need is great. We know that a lot of times women find themselves alone without support.
If House Bill 126 passes banning abortions after 8 weeks, the center would probably serve more women. The bill would also provide an incentive for taxpayers to donate to places like Kearns's. The bill would increase tax credits for donors. They currently get 50% when they contribute to a qualified center. But starting in 2021, they could get a massive 70% tax credit. Now, dollar for dollar, the credit is significantly better than what you would get for just a charitable tax deduction.
Having more available in tax credits is going to make a lot of difference in how much donors are able to give to us.
Some pro-choice organizations criticize these centers for providing misleading information with a religious zeal to talk women out of abortions. Kearns says while her center is faith-based, religion is more of a motivation than a practice.
We get people from all kinds of backgrounds, from all sorts of situations with different needs, and we listen to what they need, and we try to hook them up with whatever resources that might be.
The tax credit would only apply to donations to approved pregnancy help centers. That list does not include Planned Parenthood. We've got a full list at KOMU.com. In the studio, Savannah Rudisell, KOMU8 News.
A bill to stop the Grain Belt Express plan from using eminent domain is getting tacked onto another last-minute bill. It's an attempt to push the plan through the Senate before Friday's end-of-session deadline. The Grain Belt Express is a huge transmission line project that'll move wind energy through the state. House Rep. Jim Hansen's attached the bill's language onto Senate Bill 330, a bill about license plates and utilities. The bill has recently received some new opposition by a renewable energy nonprofit.
We're hoping that it gets some full attention it needs and they get a chance to discuss it and debate it. And we hope to pass it. This is all about protecting people's private property rights.
Representative Hansen says the bill isn't supposed to kill the project, but to stand up for property owners' rights. Tonight, we have new details related to a 2017 murder in the Old Hawthorne neighborhood in Columbia. The murder is now linked to a high-grade pot trafficking operation. An affidavit says Augustus Roberts was involved in trafficking marijuana. He was the person killed during that home invasion at Old Hawthorne. 800 pounds of marijuana was stolen from a U-Haul in Roberts' driveway. The U-Haul was also stolen and found a short distance from his house. Craig Dewart Smith Jr. is accused of a felony conspiracy to distribute 1,000 kilograms or more of marijuana. Still, no one has ever been charged in Roberts' killing, and police call it an open investigation.
Well, we hit 89 degrees today at the Columbia Regional Airport. That tied the record from 1962. It was also a record in 1944 and 1911 as well. So now adding in 2019, there have been 4 years that May 16th has tried to get to 90 and just hasn't done it yet. 63, though, was our low temperature this morning. Very warm for our night. Actually warmer tomorrow morning. Only 66 is my forecast for our low tonight. You can see a lot of clear sky out there right now. Not so, though, up in parts of Iowa. A lot of thunderstorm activity, some severe weather there. Also looking at a lot of activity in the Plains states. Some of that is heading our direction for our weekend. I'll be tracking that in a moment. Otherwise, temperatures are in the 70s and even still some 80s, 82 in Jefferson City right now. Looking at our winds, they're from the southwest around 12 miles per hour, and they're luckily calming down from what was a breezy day. Now, overnight tonight, temperatures slowly only getting into the middle 60s by sunrise. Then we're going to be in the middle to upper 80s again tomorrow afternoon. And then again, as I mentioned, this weekend on Saturday, we're in a slight risk for some severe weather. And what we're tracking here is large hail, damaging winds, and flooding. Tracking that coming up.
Okay, thanks, Kenton. Also coming up, what has parents at a mid-Missouri high school outraged? And a student who many are calling a hero receives a special honor.
Never be surprised by the weather. Download the free KOMU8 Weather and Traffic app. Brought to you by Central Bank of Boone County.
If you want to make it home safe,
do the right thing.
If you've had anything to drink,
throw the keys to a sober driver.
Drive sober.
Brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety.
Me busca lo mío. Las tiras tú nunca pido recibo. Pido recibo. Las barras las tenían bowling like Mike.
If you are facing a divorce, your case can be personal and sensitive in nature.
The family law team at Carson & Coyle knows the importance of good communication, and we care about our clients.
Whether securing significant assets or protecting your children's best interests, our attorneys handle all aspects of family law.
Our expertise can help settle your case or take it to trial.
For over 50 years, we have built our reputation here in mid-Missouri with offices in Jefferson City and Columbia to better serve you. At Carson & Coyle, we are dedicated to protecting your legal rights.
I recommend my Tempur-Pedic to everybody.
The most highly recommended bed in America just got better. Introducing the reinvented Tempur-Pedic, designed with our most pressure-relieving material yet, combined with superior cool-to-touch technology for your most rejuvenating sleep.
Now at Slumberland, save up to $700 off select Tempur-Pedic mattress sets. Get $300 in bonus cash and pay no interest for 6 years on qualifying sets. Slumberland, it's a good life.
Spring into savings with TNT Surplus Spring Cleanup Sale. Save on all sizes of doors, on loads of ceramic wall tile, on windows, on tons and tons of hardware, on cabinet doors, great for craft ideas, and the ever-popular 20 by 20 Magic Carpet Squares, only 99 cents. Save 15 to 20% on all items store-wide. TNT Surplus Spring Cleanup Sale. Get your savings before the river carries them away. TNT Surplus, right by the airport in Jefferson City.
Being a good hitter is all about timing, but there's no good time to drink if you're driving. Step up to the plate and throw the keys to a sober driver. Drive sober.
Brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety.
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by the law firm of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. We will fight for you.
Here's what's happening right now. Tennessee has executed a man who was convicted of killing his wife by suffocating her at a camping center in Memphis. 68-year-old Don Johnson was pronounced dead following a lethal injection at a maximum security prison in Nashville. He is the fourth person to be executed in the state of Tennessee since August. Cooper County prosecutors charged a man in connection to a Boonville shooting yesterday that injured two people. Derek Young faces charges of assault with a deadly weapon, unlawful use of a weapon, and armed criminal action. Authorities say two people were shot, leaving one in critical condition. The other victim has since been released from the hospital. Several parents say their children received drugs at Boonville High School this week. They're upset because they say they didn't know about this until their children told them. They say one student took more than 100 Xanax from his grandma and gave the pills to classmates. A father who asked to not be identified says his daughter saw other students get sick from the drugs. He says the district let him and other parents down.
I feel like our school districts is letting us down. They're not keeping their end of the bargain. We send our kids there to teach and for them to, keep an eye on them.
In a statement to KOMU8, the Boonville R1 school district said, quote, recent reports of widespread violations of the district's Board of Education policy prohibiting drug use are unsubstantiated. However, the father claims the Boonville High School principal told him the incident happened. Coming up, we're taking a look at the abortion conversation across the country, what lawmakers are saying on Capitol Hill.
And your Casey Dermatology Sun Sense numbers for your day tomorrow. On a 1 to 11 scale, we're getting up to a 9 by about 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. I'm tracking all of our weather for the weekend and next week after the break.
More people are switching to Ram than ever before because Ram gives you more power, more payload, more towing, more than any other pickup is capable of. And we've got the most awarded truck in America, so you can get on to bigger things. The all-new Ram 1500 and new Ram 3500. Hurry in for big deals during the Ram Bigger Things sales event.
Competitive pickup owners get an average $13,074 in total values on select 2019 Ram 1500 models in dealer stock.
This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's the pre-Memorial Day sale at Downtown Appliance Home Center.
Get once-a-year lowest prices throughout the store. Take advantage of special factory discounts and rebates on GE and other famous brands.
Save up to 50% on model changeovers, surplus inventory, and one-of-a-kinds.
All Serta mattresses will be drastically reduced.
This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only. The annual pre-Memorial Day sale.
Only at Downtown Appliance Home Center, East Broadway, Columbia.
The KOMU8 iPhone and Android News app is brought to you by University Subaru. Download yours today.
Woodman Engineering has been family-owned for nearly 90 years, servicing, repairing, and installing air conditioners in Jefferson City and the surrounding areas with reliable 24-hour emergency service and fair pricing. They specialize in residential and light commercial. Your home's comfort keeper. Woodman Engineering.
Low on cash and credit? Check out the Memorial Day event at JD Byrider. We're knocking $500 off the price of select great cars, all of which are inspected, computer tested, serviced, reconditioned, and backed by a 3-year, 36,000-mile, zero deductible limited warranty. $500 off. And we make getting approved easier than ever. Just start from your phone at gojdb.com. Then come save $500 during our Memorial Day event. Now through Memorial Day.
Woodman Engineering has been family-owned for nearly 90 years, servicing, repairing, and installing air conditioners in Jefferson City and the surrounding areas with reliable 24-hour emergency service and fair pricing. They specialize in residential and light commercial. Your home's comfort keeper. Woodman Engineering.
Count on KOMU8 News to keep you informed.
Breaking news this morning. A controversial abortion bill has passed in the Missouri Senate.
We had a team of reporters in Jefferson City all night last night.
House Bill 126 would ban abortions after 8 weeks of pregnancy.
We all collectively stand as one to defend the unborn.
Senator Jamila Nasheed said, quote, it's a bad day. All the fighting we accomplished since the 70s has been turned back.
Coverage you can count on.
We have new information tonight about a crash that stopped traffic on I-70 westbound earlier today. Here are some photos from both viewers and the Columbia Fire Department. The crash involved a semi-truck and 2 other cars. Columbia police say 86-year-old William McDowell was driving one of the cars and has life-threatening injuries. The 2 other drivers have minor injuries. Police say they do not believe drugs or alcohol were involved. Tonight, we're also learning more about the woman and 4 children who died in a car crash on eastbound US 54 last night. And all of those victims, it happened in Miller County, but they are from Columbia. The victims were 30-year-old Radiance Wright, 3-year-old Patience Horton, 4-year-old Arleon Horton, 7-month-old Bria Brown, and Rondrea Anderson. Family members started a GoFundMe page this afternoon to help raise money. The description says the woman who died was traveling with 4 kids to see a family member graduate. According to the crash report, the car went off the left side of the road and rolled multiple times before coming to a stop. Missouri State Highway Patrol says the crash involved only 1 car. It hasn't said what caused that crash.
Here's a time lapse over Jefferson City today, and you can see we had a lot of sunshine out there. We did get with a little bit of cloud cover every now and then, but really not a lot. It was mostly sunny day today. High temperature at 90 in Jefferson City, and otherwise a bit of a breeze out there as well from the south. And we're still dealing with that breeze now at this point too, but it's finally starting to calm down. You can see we have a lot of activity up to our north and over here over the plains as well. Some of this activity, especially over the plains, is going to continue for their day on Friday. Severe weather possible there as well on Friday, but then it starts to head our direction into our day on Saturday. So we're going to be tracking that. But first, for our temperature trends, we are going to be still very warm tomorrow, well above average at 87 degrees. Then we're at 79 on Saturday, down into the lower and middle 70s for Sunday and Monday, and back up to seasonal conditions by Tuesday. But remember, we have multiple chances for showers and thunderstorms Saturday into Saturday night, and then again on Tuesday there. So let's get a track of all of this now, hour by hour, so you know what to expect tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies, some clouds every now and then, but I do think we'll actually have a bit more sunshine than what this model is showing, a little less cloud cover than what's showing up here. Then on Saturday in the morning, looks fairly dry. A lot of the moisture staying off over into the plain states again, and then it will likely get our way, maybe even a band of rainfall rolling in by late morning into midday, and then showers off and on and some thunderstorms off and on throughout the afternoon, likely not raining all afternoon, but some waves of moisture we're going to be watching to move through. Now, the thing we could see is while it's not raining all afternoon, there's a good chance it might rain most of our overnight hours with some heaviest or some heavy continuous downpours at times. Thunderstorms also possible. There's a slight chance for severe risk for maybe some damaging winds and large hail between about 7 p.m. and midnight with some of the storms rolling through. But that rain is going to continue after midnight and maybe some thunder activity as well, but the severe threat should diminish. And then we really switch over into a flood risk by that point, depending on how heavy the rain is and how consistent and continuous it is. We're definitely looking at least the Missouri River getting back above flood stage if it's not already, and also other rivers and streams a possibility for flooding as well as this rain continues throughout the night. 1 to 3 inches possible for some of us on our Saturday night into Sunday morning. By Sunday afternoon, though, here's 4 p.m. You can see that's rolling out, and we should see some sunshine by the end of our Sunday. It's going to be a little cooler, though. Temperatures in the lower 70s only for highs. And then you can see on Monday we are just partly sunny, but dry on Sunday. Tuesday's a different story, though. We're tracking a system that we've actually been watching for a while now, but it's still coming to fruition at this point, and it looks like we will have thunderstorm activity in the afternoon on Tuesday. And again, it's so far out, so keep updated with us, but there's a chance for some severe weather on this Tuesday situation also. Now, this is for Saturday. I mentioned that we have a chance for those late afternoon and evening storms to be severe. Right now, we're just in a slight risk for a slight chance for some of those storms to have large hail and damaging winds. Again, the risk, though, will continue overnight when that flooding risk really continues to kick in on Sunday morning. Now, tonight, low temperatures around 66 for the low. That is one of the warmest nights we've had in a while, warmer than we were this morning, actually. Then 87 tomorrow afternoon with some gusts around 30 miles per hour there, so a bit breezy. We're going to keep that breeze even through the weekend on Saturday and Sunday, too, as some of these showers and thunderstorms roll in. We're at 78 there on Saturday, 72 on Sunday, 71 on Monday. And remember, more showers and thunderstorms expected on Tuesday. Some could be severe. Stay with us. We'll keep you updated.
Okay, thanks, Kenton. We've been covering Missouri's abortion bill all week, but several other states are also passing bills of their own. Today, politicians on both sides of the aisle spoke out about bills passed in states like Alabama, Georgia, and Ohio. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi says Republicans are continuing to strip away women's rights. Republican Representative Kevin McCarthy of California, though, says he stands by the bills.
The Republicans at the same time have been dismantling and sabotaging and continuing their attacks on health care, and now for women specifically, as we have seen in Alabama, heartbreaking and unconstitutional assault on basic reproductive freedoms.
I believe the most precious gift God gives us is life. And I defend my pro-life position for my whole political career. But in my whole political career, I also believed in rape, incest, or life of the mother.
And as for the state's passing laws protecting abortion, New York passed a law that protects abortion in the third trimester. Rhode Island, Vermont, and Massachusetts are looking to pass similar legislation. Police in North Carolina are honoring the UNC Charlotte student who was killed during the campus shooting last month. Riley Howell was awarded a Civilian Medal of Valor for tackling the gunman during the shooting in his classroom. Howell's parents, siblings, and girlfriend were at the ceremony to receive the award and were given a standing ovation from the crowd. The Charlotte police chief said many others would have died if it wasn't for Howell's bravery. A Missouri soldier is dead and 12 others were injured during a training incident in Louisiana yesterday. Sergeant Jacob Hess of Missouri was a decorated soldier and was stationed in North Carolina. Hess had deployed to Iraq and was called a dedicated member of the brigade. The incident that killed him is still under investigation. Coming up, the Mizzou baseball team is playing Florida right now. Highlights of that next in sports.
The 2019 Ford Escape was built for the Midwest, with everything you want built right in. Want your choice of powerful and efficient EcoBoost engines? You got it. Want capability like towing or intelligent four-wheel drive? Sure thing. What about smart features for added convenience and connectivity? All in there. Get a Ford Escape at up to 20% below MSRP. That's over $5,000 in total savings. Only at your quality Ford dealers.
Slumberland's Memorial Sale. We've got bargains galore. Get ready for spring with these Adirondack chairs, just $188. This beautiful sofa, just $498. Or a genuine Lazy Boy recliner for just $299. Plus, pay no interest for 4 years. Been waiting for the very best deals? This is it. Up to 70% off, plus an extra 25% off unadvertised items. You can't lose. The Memorial Sale at Slumberland. It's a good life.
This is the Durabit of the all-new Chevy Silverado.
That is huge.
It offers a built-in 120-volt outlet.
Wow.
Plug that in for me.
Oh, holy smoke.
And the all-new Silverado has more trim levels than any other pickup.
Oh, wow. There's something for all of us.
It's time to upgrade.
Get 0% financing for 72 months on this all-new Silverado, or get a total value of over $9,000 when you finance with GM Financial.
Visit your Heart of Missouri Chevy dealers.
Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU8 Sports.
Hi, everyone. The Missouri Tigers and Florida Gators are meeting for a 3-game series to close the regular season. Mizzou appears to be headed for the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2012. The Gators are down by their usual Florida standards, just 10-17 in conference play, in danger of missing the NCAA for the first time in 12 years. Tigers 21-3 at home this season, but would struggle for a while tonight. Early a pitcher's duel. Connor Ash got the start for Mizzou. Look at the play by the shortstop Chris Cornelius behind him for the out. Mizzou would score a run on a sacrifice fly to go up 1-zip in the fourth, but then in the fifth, here come the Gators. Curry Acton, high, deep, and gone to right. Fifth home run of the year for Acton. Gators on top 2-1. Still in that fifth frame, another man aboard for Florida, and this time Judd Fabian smashes one out to left center. His 7th of the season. Florida built a 5-1 lead. Mizzou has rallied back with 3 in the 7th, and right now they're in the 9th. Tigers trying to come back, but down 5-4. A district soccer title on the line tonight between Columbia High School rivals Rockbridge and Hickman, and the refs had their hands full in this match tonight. Things got a little chippy. Look at that. Several yellow cards. My goodness, between these teams. Little fireworks between Hickman and Rockbridge. And Sophie Kovalenko had a shot blocked there. Here's the only goal of the match. It's a crazy one. Look at this. High off the crossbar, and then the keeper punches it in. Hannah Larson, the goal scorer for Hickman. What a wild one it was. 1-0 the final on that goal. Hickman advances to play Francis Howell in the state sectional playoffs next Tuesday. Well, let's move along and go to the major leagues. Baseball, the Atlanta Braves blanked the Redbirds 5-zip last night and slowed down the Card Bats again tonight. Final and deciding game of their 3-game set in Georgia. Braves already up 2-zip against Adam Wainwright. Bottom half inning, number 3. The veteran Nick Markakis doubles to right off Wainwright. Freddie Freeman finds his way home. 3-zip Atlanta. Staying in that 3rd inning, Austin Riley batting. He gets one into center field. Markakis comes home. Atlanta had taken a 4-0 lead. Then Julio Teheran, the pitcher, singles to left. Riley scores. Ozzie Albies is thrown out at third base, but the Braves lead it 10-2 now in the 8th inning in Atlanta. Royals and Rangers this afternoon, top half of inning number 4. Texas down 1-zip, but not for long. Joey Gallo says hello, and homers to left off Homer Bailey. If you're a pitcher, would you really like to be named Homer? I'm only asking. 1-1's the score. 5th inning, 2 on for Willie Calhoun, who singles to score 2. Texas up 3-1, and trust me, the Rangers were just getting started. He's wearing a Santa hat on a 90-degree day in Kansas City. Why not? Cool thoughts on a warm day. Rougned Odor, a 2-run homer in the 8th inning for the Texas Rangers. It got so bad for the Royals, they brought in Chris Owings, a utility man, to pitch. He can add that spot to his long list of positions played. Didn't go too well for him either. Odor, a homer off Owings. 16-1, the Rangers own the Royals today. See it.
You plan for everything in life, except the only thing that's for certain. Is it time for a frank discussion with your loved ones about final arrangements? It pays to discuss the details and the price when your family's not under stress. At Bach-Yeager Funeral Chapel, we're not big and corporate. You'll deal directly with our owners. Whether it's a traditional service or a simple cremation, count on Bach-Yeager Funeral Chapel in Columbia, Carr Yeager Funeral Home in Fayette, and Markland Yeager Funeral Home in New Franklin for personalized service with dignity, care, and respect.
Hi, looking for a great deal?
Yeah, we just got a cabin in the woods.
You must be pining for a RAV4.
He just got a boat.
Well, hitch yourself to a Tundra.
Yeah, Tundra. I got a job.
I got his stuff.
Well, you'll look like a boss in a new Corolla hatchback.
It'll fit your stuff.
It'll fit it all.
Lease the all-new 2019 RAV4 for just $259 a month. Or get $1,250 finance cash when you buy a RAV4. To find your nearest Toyota dealer, visit buyatoyota.com.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Now here's a look what we're following on KOMU 8 News at 10 o'clock. Voters approved Clean Missouri last November, and some lawmakers have been working all session to change parts of it. That session ends tomorrow, so will they get it done? We'll have an update for you at 10. Ken 10.
Felt like summer today, but we're still 36 days away from the first day of summer. Just a reminder for you, we're going to feel like summer again tomorrow as well, with a low temperature of only 66 as we head out the door, 87 in the afternoon, and we're going to see a lot of sunshine for our day tomorrow too.
Well, this is an interesting story. Tomorrow, a judge will pick the best Starbucks barista in Missouri. The two competitors are both baristas on the MU campus. They got selected because they work at the busiest Starbucks in the state. They fuel those tired tigers at Memorial Union. Both are MU students themselves, Jake Worsham and Emily Gallion. The store is closed while the baristas battle. They'll compete against each other by making drinks and seeing who has the better customer service.
That's the busiest one in the state. Interesting. I did not know that.
Inside Memorial Union.
Yeah.
Lots of tired college students to service.
It's open late too, I think, too. So.
We'll see you at 10.
On air, online, on Facebook, on Twitter, on the news app, and the weather.